When one says the word billionaire, many things may come to mind. Cars, planes, yachts, mansions, luxury found only in the most expensive places in the world. Now, with the growing economies, this opulent life becomes more known in places that some didn't think about, such as in India. While many other big countries and players have many billionaires and luxuries that attract the eye of anyone, mainly places like the United States, Europe, and even China, a place that is rapidly growing in the global stage, is also producing many of the new billionaires each year. And although it may seem impossible considering the wide gap between wealth that India is known for, it is a reality today. Now, if you're curious about how is the life of a billionaire in India, let's dive in together to see how it all can change when you can finally ignore a price tag and just buy whatever you want. Before we dive in, please consider subscribing and activating notifications to stay updated on the world's biggest and greatest business stories. Top 3. Between the years of 2010 and 2017, India recorded the record of a new billionaire every 33 days, a clear upgrade from its past number at the beginning of the new century when only 9 billionaires managed to get that title. As of today, India houses 140 rich and powerful people and families that have shaped the country into what it is now, making India the 3rd place in billionaire world ranking, surpassing places like Germany, who holds 136. These 140 billionaires have in their power the collective amount of 596 billion. And India's biggest entrepreneur is none other than the famous Mukesh Ambani, head of the massive Reliance Industries and acting as majority shareholder as well as chairman. Reliance has made its reputation as well as fortune, creating India's biggest communications grid, providing many with the access to better telecommunications in the entire country. And with an estimated net worth of 79.7 billion, Mukesh Ambani is the richest man in all of Asia. Yet second place doesn't stay so far behind. Gautam Adani is the founder and chairman of the Adani Group, a powerful multinational conglomerate that makes business import management, electric power generation and transmission, renewable energy, mining, airport operations, natural gas, food processing, and infrastructure. The group has an annual revenue of over $15 billion with operations at 70 locations in 50 countries, making Gautam Adani enjoy an estimated net worth of $55.9 billion. And in 3rd place, we find the oldest of the 3, Shiv Nadar, that with 76 years of age is the founder and ex-chairman of HCL Technologies Limited, a firm specialized in IT services and consulting that began in Nadar's garage creating personal computers. This has seen them be compared to another tech giant that also began in a garage, none other than Amazon. But HCL still has a long way to go if it plans on catching up to Jeff Bezos. However, Nadar still enjoys a whopping 25.6 billion in net worth to his name. How is their life? India has the 2nd highest number of millionaires who no longer reside in the country full-time, with the number 1 spot being taken once again by China. Studies show that between 2000 and 2014, 61,000 of India's top earners moved out of the country in hopes of finding a better quality of life for various reasons. The top countries chosen were the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, and the United Arab Emirates. Many of the millionaires that have left claimed that security was a big reason for leaving. Others, however, left because of increasing taxes in the country meant they would have to give out some of their capital, something that billionaires are not very known for doing. Other factors include better education for their children, as educational systems in India are still behind of those found in Western countries and Europe. Henley & Partners, a resident advisory firm, investigated in 2019 the number of millionaires that took the decision to leave. Their results stated estimated that almost 7,000 millionaires had left the country. In 2021, they also stated that Indian nationals were the most interested in residency programs around the world, hoping to secure a permanent or even residential visa. Many of these nationals opted for the easiest way to get one, through investment. Many governments such as Canada's, Portugal's, and Austria's possesses a special type of citizenship that is granted when a foreign person invests a certain amount of money a year in certain sectors, the most popular being real estate. Portugal, for instance, has a golden residency program allowing non-citizens to reside in the country as long as they invest approximately 350,000 euros. And for many billionaires, that amount is not even a good day's worth of income. However, those that have decided to stay enjoy luxuries beyond imagination. For instance, Antilla Tower, the most expensive home in the entire world, houses the Ambani family in a 27-story building overlooking the city of Mumbai. It features a great ballroom, 9 elevators, a private 50-seat cinema, and 3 helipads. The tower took $2 billion to construct, and just in electric bills, the Ambani family pays approximately $109,000. But luxury can also be found in celebrations, and India has been known for quite a few. For instance, the multi-million-dollar wedding of Brahmani Reddy, daughter of Indian industrialist and politician affiliated with the Bharatiya Janata Party, Gali Janardana Reddy. This wedding was a 5-day celebration that saw $74 million used to carry out the celebration. Even Brahmani's sari, or dress, cost around $2.5 million, and her jewelry $13 million. In 2018, 2 billionaire children also contracted nuptials, with Ambani's own daughter being presented at the altar. $100 million was the total cost that included people like Hillary Clinton and Beyoncé in its attendant list. Both weddings were heavily critiqued by the public, as many Indians were experiencing a surge in prices at the time, and the feeling of millions of dollars being wasted on a simple wedding was unthinkable for them. A broken system, and while there seems to be new billionaires in India each year, the wealth gap keeps expanding with no stop in sight. In a 2018 study, Oxfam, an organization focused on the elevation of global poverty, found that the top 10% of the Indian population controlled the 77% of the country's total wealth, with the top 1% keeping 73% of the annual generation. To make matters slightly worse for those struggling, today's global situation has only worked in the billionaires' favor, with the wealth increasing massively since the beginning of 2020's coronavirus pandemic. Ambani, for instance, reported an increase in net worth of $15 billion. Adani also saw earnings rising to $13 billion. And by the beginning of 2021, the top earners controlled 40.5% of the national wealth, a rise of 7% since the year 2000. Being a billionaire in India truly means power and influence, don't you think? If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.